Greetings, gentle viewers. I haven't seen any male cream puff reaction videos, so I thought I'd give it a go. Story so far, I guess, in case any of you haven't been keeping up with the Twitter accounts of various and sundry. The last thing we saw was Laura and Carmilla nibbling on the gingerbread cookie version of Mrs. Klaus, the recently eviscerated cannibalistic Christmas witch. Yeah. I'm not sure if her consumption released the other cookies or something, but the point is that they all started screaming. Apparently her death didn't result in the release of the rest. Sucks to be them. Anyway, the gang flees the cooking house, and the mob with the pitchforks and torches start giving chase again. Anyway, the gang finds their way to this barn, and in the barn is a jar designed for trapping kobolds, which becomes important in the near future. The mob catches up to them and sets the barn on fire, so they're forced to flee deeper into the mountains and then into a cave, and I'm not sure how, but Laura somehow gets separated from the rest of the group and gets lost and eventually encounters a kobold. And things seem pretty civilized, apparently. A nice chat over tea and cakes, until the kobold decides to make Laura his child's bride, which she's not entirely happy about. Yeah. Anyway, it's a riddles in the dark kind of thing. 2 riddles Laura gets. She gets stumped by the third one and has to resort to using the jar to trap the kobold, which is kind of disappointing, I guess. But anyway, it promises to, or he promises to send them all back home if she lets him back out, which she does, and he kind of does. The problem is that his idea of home is where they're running away from in the first place, Silas University, which Laura isn't too happy about, obviously. So, because the entire North Quad is taped off, biohazard warnings, blah blah blah, they hole up in a different building, and that's where they are now. And that's presumably where things are going to pick up. But not quite yet. Yeah. So I asked Cinematics if the Dean's, murder of crows, the swarm of shadows, blah blah blah, was actually shadows or actually animals. And she said it was a mixture of both, so I'm thinking that the Dean was a Methuselah who mastered both obteneration and protean. Still doesn't explain the spontaneous combustion thing, though. Not sure how Camilla pulled that off. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite web series on the extranet. You shall go public. resting on chocolate. Here we go. Leave that one to last.
Welcome back to Silas University. Bet you're surprised to find us here after that whole fleeing thing.
Or at least surprised to see you making another video instead of snuggling up with your nice, warm...
Hello there, lady killer. Recording the PG-13 version of our happy ending here.
PG-13. How incredibly dull.
Update now, switching later. Anyway, turns out escaping Austria across the Alps, not as easy as the Sound of Music made it out to be. Between the moving chasms and the freakball blizzards and the Styrian villagers with torches and pitchforks, we were forced to return to campus, but only until we can get back to the library and research up Escape Plan 2.0. In the meantime, we get to enjoy these swish new days.
Yeah,
Which Carm just scored by saying some spectacularly violent things to the psychology TAs who were squatting here. But Laura, you say, wasn't there some business with an evil dean and a light demon that demanded a sacrifice with a very hard-to-pronounce name that Carmilla heroically slew? Which turned out to be less a light demon and more the shiny lure on the forehead of a very enormous and now very angry anglerfish god rising from the caverns below the theater building to devour the campus? Well, yes. Thing is, the anglerfish god is rather big, and the crater where the lustic used to be is rather small, and so it kind of got stuck. Which means that the campus is saved. Sort of.
What? So I'm heroic, huh?
When you're not threatening to vivisect graduate students.
Well, you'd think if I was some noble warrior goddess that I'd be entitled to a little more adoration from my wide-eyed maiden thing.
You are unbelievable.
I guess I should just be happy you haven't found some brand new crusade to be on.
We've been here for like an hour. What kind of trouble do you think I could possibly get into?
Oh, I have all kinds of thoughts about that.
Hey guys, so the library's a no-go. Nobody's been able to get in for days. Hare's gone to see if anybody at the student paper knows what's going on, which means that I get a break from the what pronouns do we use if interrogations. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
Excellent. Leave now. Lock the door.
Don't listen to her. Vampire seductress here is just crabby because I'm not falling for her 17th century idea of game.
Sure, but more important than your twisted courtship ritual is how did you find this place? It's amazing. There's a hot tub in our bathroom, and yeah, like half the rooms have secret passages, which we should probably board the hell up, but still pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Do we know who used to live here?
Oh, I'm sure it was no one important. Probably just fellowship scholars or visiting professors.
Lucky bastards. Come on, you've got to see the big screen in our room. We've got JP on the smart TV.
No, that's okay. I'm just going to finish up the video here.
Finish up the video. Sure.
Anyway, where was I?
Lock the door.
Is that really what you think I was doing?
What?
Using my romantic wiles to take advantage of you?
No! No, that was just a joke. I mean, is it a little intimidating fun to know that you have, like, centuries of experience as this professional despoiler of virtue. Well, yeah. And I did have a front row seat to last semester's cavalcade of study buddies, but you changed. What you did for me, for all of us, you took on your mother. You took on a god. And maybe I am just some 19-year-old girl who only passed her lit class on a vampire fighting technicality, but I still know how the story goes. Good is triumphant and evil is vanquished. And once all of the monsters are chased away, our hero leans in for her very much non-PG kiss. And everything fades to... Harry?
Oh.
See that subscribe button? You should click it.
Okie dokie.